Lawmakers striking a deal today that would give the FAA more money to hire air traffic controllers and install new runway safety technology. They're hoping that this is a solution to the several recent close calls that we've been reporting on at U.S. airports. One that was a terrifying near miss at JFK just this month.
Yeah, with us now to weigh in on what's behind these alarming incidents and plans to prevent them is aviation expert Mike Canders. Mike, thanks so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
Okay, so let's go back to the stats. FAA says last year there were 19 serious runway incidents where collision was narrowly avoided. To be honest, I'm surprised there was not more. But what is contributing to this problem?
Well, each of those has to be looked at individually, so all the circumstances can be understood. You can't just broad brush it and say it's all the same thing. But frequently it is human factors, and human factors that create potential for human error. Fatigue, stress, distraction, maybe lack of training, all are potential contributors to these events.
Yeah, we seem to hear more and more about these near misses. As an expert, kind of give us a reality check of how often these close calls are actually happening.
Well, I do a fair amount of flying at the college, and actually I was in Kennedy airspace today, and it was all very well done, all very calm. So from a personal experience, I don't see it that often, but not to underestimate it. And even one is too much because there's too much at stake. So even if there's a lesser than maybe some think, that shouldn't be the argument for not looking at it in detail. So personal experience, not a whole lot, but they are happening.
Well, I know the FAA is saying that they have a shortage of about 3,000 air traffic controllers, which probably contributes to a lot of that stress and that burnout. So why is there a decrease in people, trying to become air traffic controllers?
Well, I'm not sure there's a decrease. As a matter of fact, at the college, we have a program to get people on the right track to become air traffic controllers. But it's important to realize that the controllers, the pilots, the ground crews, the maintainers, all of these humans in the system have a very, very important part to play. And air traffic controllers and pilots partner to make sure that the airplanes get safely from point A to point B. And it's not only in the air. A lot of these incursions and incidents are happening on the ground. So there is some advanced technology, some other devices and machines that can help increase what we call situational awareness for pilots and air traffic controllers. It's the coin of the realm, that situational awareness to be aware of what's happening around you, taking a lot of focus and making sure you know what's happening at every moment that you're on duty.
And really quickly, let's talk about this new bill, because it would also require the agency to install the latest technology to prevent collisions on the ground. Can you talk about what that technology is going to look like?
Well, the larger airports already have what's called airport surveillance detection equipment, which is basically radar. But there's some other surface analysis or surface awareness initiatives that the FAA is also working on using existing technology, using something called automated dependent surveillance broadcasts, which are in all aircraft, which report the position of themselves and in the aircraft, where the controllers can see exactly where they are, even in low visibility conditions or at night. So it's important that all of these airplanes know where they are in relation to other aircraft, and it's critical, of course, that the air traffic controllers know at all times. So hopefully that technology will solve some of these issues.
Yeah, very important.
So. All right, Mike, we're going to come up for a flying lesson with you sometime soon. We're going to you and Nick Gregory, but thanks for chatting with us.
Okay, my pleasure.